So, I was experimenting with dating apps, and I'm a pescatarian leaning vegetarian. I used to be a vegetarian, then turned pescatarian, but I'm a pescatarian that mainly vegetarian. But I decided to try Veggly. I think that's how you pronounce it, Veggly or whatever. Veggly. I don't know, but that's the way I think it's pronounced. So I tried it out, and I've tried it before, but I never gave it much effort. And so then I tried it out again. And then I realized there's not really anybody local. And I would think, because I'm local to a big city, San Francisco, I would think there would be tons of people. Because San Francisco, that's generally where I meet people. And then I'm also in San Francisco, but there's a veggie fest that's not too far away. So I would think with them having a veggie fest, and San Francisco's local and a lot of vegetarians there, and then Berkeley is local and a lot of vegetarians there, which is weird because Berkeley and San Francisco, and then Oakland has a lot of veggie places too, but they don't have the Veggie Fest, which I think is odd. But Veggie Fest is to the north. So I tried out this dating site. I'm not going to say it's horrible, but it was interesting. There weren't very many local people. And I would think, because even though pescatarians aren't technically vegetarians, but they're very close to vegetarians, they aren't included in the veggie lifestyle. Because I don't get, like, some, as a vegetarian and as a pescatarian, I don't eat eggs. It's like I will not go out and buy a carton of eggs because I don't like them, but I will eat something if it has eggs in it, like a baked good. If there's a, I wouldn't necessarily eat a cupcake, but if there was a muffin, like a chocolate chip muffin, I would eat a chocolate chip muffin. But say if you made a frittata or a quiche or something and it had eggs in it, I would not eat it. If you made an egg scramble breakfast burrito, I would not eat it. But if it was a chocolate chip muffin, I would eat it. But I generally eat cookies that aren't necessarily vegan, but they don't have eggs in them. Because I've seen some cookies with eggs in them, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But I will eat crab, lobster, shrimp, and clam chowder. And I'll eat langostino. That's pretty much all I'll eat, but I don't eat eggs. But vegetarians, I know a lot of vegetarians, they eat eggs. And then it's funny because this is a story where I'm going off topic, but still goes into that a little bit. Because some vegetarians, they'll get mad at me over my eating habits. And it's like meat eaters get mad at me over my eating habits, and vegetarians get mad at me. And meat eaters and vegetarians, they'll try and feed me eggs. I don't eat eggs. I don't even necessarily drink milk, but I will eat yogurt. It's not necessarily has anything to do with being vegetarian, but I will drink chocolate milk though. Sometimes I'll drink chocolate milk if it's a good chocolate milk. But Veggly, I feel like they should include pescatarians, even though they have a section or a category where it says changing or whatever. But I don't really see myself changing because I don't want to. It was like I was a vegetarian for a long time. I might go back to vegetarianism one day. It's like I'm not against it. I'm pretty much a vegetarian, except sometimes I might eat some crab or some shrimp. But I feel like there it's missing out on that section because a lot of people are pescatarians and they have trouble dating too. Because people will tell me they can't date me because I don't eat chicken, and they can't have a burger with me, so they can't date me. Yeah, meat eaters seem very discriminatory in dating. And then I realized maybe I just rather date somebody. And then they're like, oh, if we have kids, I want my kids to eat meat. And it's like, I don't plan on buying meat. I don't plan on having meat in my refrigerator. And that upsets people. And then people are like, is your family vegetarian? I'm like, no, my family, they're meat freaks. They love their meat. And they're like, what led you to the vegetarianism? Like, I just never liked meat. I don't like the texture, the taste. But some things, like if I did go back to eating meat, there's one thing that I would probably eat, and that would be ham. I don't like ham, like lunch meat ham and stuff. Like my family, we'd make a ham for like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's, and it had a sauce, and it was like I know how to make the ham. I know how to cook meat and all that stuff, and I cook meat for a living sometimes. And people are like, "Oh, it tastes great." I can cook. If I wanted to eat meat, I could cook meat. I don't even like salmon, so it's like I'm not even a good pescatarian. Because people are like, oh, so you're a pescatarian, you eat these things. I'm like, no, I don't like those things. I do not like salmon. I don't really care for fish. I'll eat cod because they'll use cod as like a substitute for crab. So I'll eat. I know I'm going to screw this name up so bad. I'm going to say surami. I think that's what it's called, where it's like the meat paste fake crab. I'll eat that, but I'll mix it in like a crab cake to make it taste better. I'll mix it with like real crab and a crab cake. But I won't go out and eat like the surami fish cake and stuff, or I won't go eat it plain, because some people will just sit there and eat it plain. I don't like it. But I will eat it. But I'm not going to go eat a piece of cod. And I even tried to eat fish recently, because the fish that I thought I would like, that I would eat sometimes as a kid, but it was like an adult version of like Gordon's Fisherman. It was like garlic butter, like fish or something, and I didn't really care for it. But one thing I did eat sometimes as a kid, I would eat fish and chips. But I would go to like an urban restaurant and get fish and chips. And I think it was like beer battered or something. And I would eat that. But I thought about trying like tilapia and like stuff, but I've never had tilapia before. And I've never had fish tacos. Closest I've come was like a shrimp taco. But Veggly, do I think it's the place where I'm going to find my soulmate or something? No. Will I try it again? Maybe, but there weren't very many people local to me. So we'll see how that goes. But that's my little review and rambling about vegetarianism and Veggly. If you like, watch and subscribe. Bye.